Welcome back, everyone. I hope you had a good lunch. Before we move to our next session on data in the context of AI, I'm delighted to welcome, and excuse the pronunciation, but Dorothee Bär, the State Minister for Digitalization in Germany, who's provided these pre-recorded remarks, and they were recorded yesterday. So, run the tape.
Ladies and gentlemen, participants of Forum Europe's third annual Artificial Intelligence Conference. I'm pleased to be able to provide this video message and thus to play a part in this event on the important topics of artificial intelligence and handling data. Especially in the pandemic we are experiencing right now, how important it is to have the right data and to handle such data in a beneficial way. Unfortunately, we've also seen that this data isn't available to the extent that is required to ensure optimal health protection. These experiences are a good example of how important a strategy for handling data is also in other areas. They also show that regulations are required that facilitate an optimal use of data and which at the same time take adequate account of the need to protect information when processing data. We need standards that enable the economic and social potential of innovative data use to be fully exploited. And we need standards informed by our values and principles. We therefore recently adopted the data strategy of the federal government and the cabinet. The strategy focuses on questions such as where do we stand, what do we want, and with which concrete measures will we achieve our objective. It addresses fundamental aspects from data infrastructure to data skills on the part of users. The data strategy is geared to the business and research communities, as well as to civil society, to each and every individual person, and of course to the state. We need an effective data infrastructure in Germany and in Europe as a basis for this. If we only rely on providers abroad, then we will surrender the sovereignty over our data and will no longer be in charge of our destiny. Cloud projects such as Gaia X Network decentralized infrastructure services to form a transparent, a user-friendly architecture, giving rise to a data ecosystem. In order to be able to use large amounts of data for AI applications and complex climate models or simulations, Germany must rise to the top of the international league in the area of high performance and supercomputers. Quantum computing can solve tasks that are beyond the reach of conventional computers. All of this is pointless without the people who have the necessary data skills. Our objective is to make digital skills part of general education. This starts at school, but of course also has a direct impact on the generation that is already in employment. This is why we launched our National Education Offensive. We will increase and pool teaching and study resources on digital issues, create secure spaces for digital education, and strengthen digital skills with concrete programs and further training too. Allow me to close by saying a word or two about artificial intelligence. Last December, the federal government adopted the updated version of the AI strategy. With this updated version of our AI strategy, we are responding to new developments and requirements that have emerged since then. We have decided to increase our national investments in the sector from 3 to 5 billion euros. From 3 to 5 billion euros, and I think that's really a lot. And when it comes to innovative AI applications in line with European standards, talented people and excellence in science and research are just as essential as high-performing companies that bring innovations to people and to global markets as well. The fundamental objectives of the AI strategy haven't changed, however, namely, first, making Germany and the EU global leaders in AI. Second, strengthening the responsible development and use of AI. And third, embedding AI within our society. It only remains for me now to wish you a stimulating event and thought-provoking discussions. I'm really interested in your discussions and in the results, and I say hi from the German Chancellery. All the best to you, yours, Dorothee Bär.
Thank you once again, Minister, for those remarks. Very much appreciated. So next up is our session on data cloud and computing infrastructure for AI, which will be moderated by a Forum Europe longtime friend, if I could put it like that, Aline Chivot, who most of you will be very aware of. So don't go away, and Aline will take up the baton in just a few moments. Thank you very much.